Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from Southwest Pennsylvania. We're back to continue our playthrough of XCom Chimera Squad, and we have our first anarchy outbreak, emergency outbreak, whatever you want to call this mission. We are going to try and reduce the unrest in the downtown area, just because we don't need to see our city anarchy increase. Now, if we had had things more under control and not made mistakes earlier on, perhaps I could have done one of the other missions, but right now we have to focus on our city anarchy because it's a little higher than it really should be right now due to those early playthrough learning experiences on the proper way to deal with city anarchy. So we're going to go in here and deal with it now.
Hostile forces aren't our only problem. Advent left many dormant threats in its wake. If the city faces an outbreak, it's our responsibility to protect civilians from this threat.
Alright, we got an outbreak. Projected breach options is a vehicle. It's only one encounter. Very difficult. Operation Blood Carriage. So let's get in here and make it happen. The one thing we did do to make sure you're aware, we switched the breaching charge over to Blue Blood so that Patchwork is the one that had it. Can hopefully have her gremlin charges available to help our aim during the breaching phase. So we only have one encounter, so we're going to do everything we can on that encounter during the breaching phase. Let's get in there and make this happen.
Civilians under attack. Stop that outbreak.
Alright, we are outside in the streets. Last unit through this entrance will receive an extra action point. Why don't we start it off with Blue Blood, get Patchwork next for those additional android potential enemies we got. We will put her battle combat scanners on. We'll have Godmother go next, and Terminal with her extra action. Maybe she can do an extra safeguard. Who knows if that's possible? We will find out as we learn this game. And I think we're ready to breach out into the street and see if we can make this happen.
Don't bunch up.
Here we go. What have we got ahead of us? We have a lot of surprises. A berserker, our first berserker in this playthrough. He's surprised, so maybe we put him off. We've got an aggressive commando very close. Who is the other aggressive that we're dealing with? An aggressive android off in the distance. Perhaps what we do is we try a little Lancer shot on this guy far away, and we'll work on the aggressives. The aggressive commando looks like he'll be easier hit for others, so let's use the advantage of your Lancer shot and work on the harder to hit aggressive android. Let's do a Blue Blood. Not as much damage as we might have hoped for. We will work, I think, right away here on the commando. Let's see if we can take out the commando here. Let's go, Patchwork. Not quite. Minimal damage. Now we got a berserker in the back. We can do a world of hurt on with Godmother. What kind of odds do we have against the one in the back? It's only a 50-50 shot to take out the android. We can pretty much take out the commando. Well, first of all, we're going to do the Alpha Strike to move you up in the pattern. And let's decide who we want to take our chances on. Is a 50-50 worth it on the android? He's kind of far back. Well, he's not that far back. Somehow I feel like we got to focus you on the commando, and then Terminal will have to come through on the android in the back. Let's do Alpha Strike, see if we can't take out the commando. Yes. Now we Got that tempting the berserker to go at, but he is surprised. We're going to try our chances. Oh, it's even worse. Even with her shotgun at a distance, Godmother had a better chance against the android. Now we got to try it at 3% less. Please, let's cross our fingers. And we missed, it would appear. No? Did we get it? We got it. Good job, Terminal. Now, who have we got? We got a big explosion in the middle. We got to prevent excessive civilian casualties. So we got to try and rescue. Oh my goodness, there's 2 berserkers. Oh my lordy goodness, and don't you know it, they're probably going to go against the civilians. Oh. We can afford 3 casualties, but at the same time we got to worry about pushing up and saving apparently 3 of them. Oh, that's not going to be... Oh my goodness, there's a berserker everywhere. There's berserkers everywhere. Well, I think this is your free action, Terminal. Can we do some hurt on some of these guys? Look at all these berserkers. They're way down the path. Man, oh man, if this is like, if this is anything... Oh my lord, I have no idea, not having done this kind, how much will they focus on the civilians? I mean, if it's anything like a terror mission, we're in trouble. They're all over the place to go after these civilians. Holy smokes. Or will only the berserkers go after the civilians, so we gotta focus on the berserkers? I don't know. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got a bruiser, an android, and a purifier other than that, but they're at least a little farther back. Well, that android's not too far back. Let's see. Let's do a little safeguard. Who is going to be the one that's going to need the most protection? I do not know. We can always pin someone down. Maybe that keeps them in place so they can't go after. Now the only ones we seem to be able to pin down are the potential, or not, they're not the berserkers, let's put it that way. Do we got a frag grenade we can throw with your extra action? Do we want a safeguard with your extra action? I really don't know who to safeguard either. Where can we throw a grenade, and would it be anywhere that would do us any good? Doesn't look like it, because we'd be able to potentially get a berserker. Not quite, he's out of range. I'd say with the extra, ooh, but is that car gonna explode and then take out civilians? Let's do our extra action on the bruiser, see if we can do some damage there. That's what I've decided to try.
Frag out.
Now we're gonna have to get these guys away from the vehicle somehow. Yeah, he's enraged. That doesn't look good. It does not look good. Who have we got working now? We've got, we've got some extra actions still. We still got some extra actions from Terminal. Do we try setting up an overwatch over here to protect this civilian from the berserker? What's to say he wouldn't come to the front, but maybe we can rescue that guy first. So let's see if we can protect. Can we protect, or is it better to protect ourselves, but we at least have cover against the immediate threat? So I'm thinking, not having done this yet, let's try the berserker and protecting this civilian. Putting the overwatch here. That means now we got blue blood. And we have to figure out we have Deadeye. What kind of chances do we have? Who do we have shots on? 91% against this guy over here. How How soon is that car going to explode? If we do Deadeye versus a regular shot, Deadeye would take him out, but it's only 78%. Let's try the takeout.
Heads up.
Oh, did we lose a civilian though? Yes, we did. We can only afford 2 more casualties. Holy crap, we suck. Oh, we're only in range of a few here. And the best options, let's see, number 6. Oh, the bruiser's coming up. Why don't we take this shot? Now we can't kill him anyway. Let's just go for the better odds and weaken him down 75%. And we got a miss. A stock miss. He's priming. Is he going to go after a civilian? Let's find out. No, he's going to shoot us. And he's going to miss us. Thank goodness. That's a miss. Okay, at least the civilians do move here and there.
Heading there.
That's the only good thing, maybe. Except I have a feeling when the... oh, another miss. That's good. I have a feeling when the berserkers move, they're going to be really focused on us. Now we got 2 chances ahead of us. We have a primed android, which really is the only other mechanical enemy left on here. So let's spend and go for the reprogram.
Melting hardware.
Not great odds, but we got to try it.
Down.
Nope. So who is it best to use a chaining jolt on? Who do we have in our sight? It looks like we're out of sight. So the purifier is the one that looks like it'll do multiple damage potentially. We might be able to focus on this guy. He doesn't. Why does he not do multiple damage on that? The berserker, the other, by going against the guy farther away, oh, I guess it somehow chain jumps the extra space when he's going through another person first. I don't know. I do not know, but let's do the chaining jolt to where it appears to hurt the most.
Zapping the target.
Left a mark.
Now we've enraged the berserker, so he'll do extra damage. So hopefully he will not find a civilian to do that extra damage on. Ventilate can get rid of cover, or do we try moving up and a blue move here? Well, doesn't really get us. We got to start doing damage on our civilians, so I guess we're going to move up here. I risk an android therefore, but at least I have some cover. Of course, it's explodable cover. But Godmother, we're going to move you up to try taking a shot and see if some closer range options. And it also puts you in range of some other civilians to maybe to be able to protect. If we go on the bruiser, that's a pretty good shot. I think we're out of range of scatter shot. We sure as heck are. Purifier is coming up next. Ooh, we got we got a 63% and only 61 on the purifier. He's the next one to move. Which berserker is the next one to move? This guy. So we can actually get a 63% chance on the berserker to do some mega cool damage. Why don't we get you up, and why don't we do a team up with Terminal? Give us some extra options coming up, and then let's get back to Godmother, figure out who we want to take a shot on. 79% on the bruiser. I think we're going to take the lower percent for better or worse and see if we can't do some hurt on the berserker. 63% though, I sure would like it better, but 70% on one of my best targets. Well, we're going 63. Come on, Godmother, let's beat the odds. Yeah. Now terminal. Where do we want to hit the safeguard? We could probably take out that berserker next. If we're lucky, that means we'll save a civilian. But who do we want to safeguard? Who's the closest up in danger? Looks like it's you, Godmother. So let's safeguard you. And then who do we have a shot against? Do we have are we within range? No, we aren't even in range. Aren't even in range of the most ideal targets here. We're gonna safeguard Godmother.
Gremlin on the way.
Since
Thanks.
she's most forward. And now we got to figure out who we want to fire against. 71% against the Bruiser, who we probably won't take out. 54% there. And 51% on Purifier. Once again, I'm not thrilled with these odds. Do we try pinning? Now I can't reach anybody to pin them down properly. Wow. Not thrilled with this. Now the Purifier is at a great distance where I'm not as worried about the flame. So maybe we do just do some hurt and try wearing down that Bruiser. Because 54 isn't so great against that android either. Got the hit. He's worn down. We're going to be able to start killing soon. Purifier, is he close enough for flame? No, he double moves. Berserker is charging big time though, and he is pissed. Can he do damage, or is this a double move? Okay, you're able to run away. But they are enraged and charging towards us. So all of a sudden I feel like I need to focus on some bruisers. We got the android moving next. No, okay, so these guys down lower, so maybe we gotta focus on the android. Can you get a decent position on that android? It doesn't look like it. Can you even see the android from your position? Do we just leave the android be in your position? Can he move far enough to explode near Godmother and put a world of hurt on her? I think her safeguard may be over now because we're in a new round. Let's see. Blue Blood, let's take out the first Berserker. I guess I'm going to focus on the Berserkers first. Purifier doesn't move. The Bruiser is still pretty far back, so I'm not worried about the Bruiser. I am worried about the android. But we're gonna skip the android, hoping he can't get far enough to do damage to Godmother. That is gonna be our play. We'll do our first shot against this Berserker, see if we can't take him out. In fact, yeah, we're gonna take the shot. One Berserker down. Now we're gonna try a little Deadeye against the other Berserker. See if we can maximize our damage potential. It lowers the percent, but let's see if we can do some hurt. Yes. Enrage those suckers. So when they hit us, they're gonna hurt. Okay, okay. You can't get a flank, right? That's not a flank. Or are you gonna explode the oh no, we've lost our second one. So it's not just the Berserkers going against the civilians. Oh, boysy, 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 boo. Maybe, because we got some other shots. Do you have a chaining? Well, we don't have anybody. Do we have anybody? Well, let's try the reprogram again. One more time.
Frying circuits.
Don't knock precision.
This time it worked. Could have used that a little earlier, saved a civilian. Now, with our chaining jolt, perhaps, just perhaps, let's get over. That says it'll chaining jolt everybody. It'll get rid of that freaking Berserker that's coming up, and then we'll have to worry about these other flankable others that are left. I think that is our next best play. So let's do the chaining jolt right here. Got rid of 2. That was a 2 for 1 down. Purifier is left with some other options to take care of the purifier. And we just may make it being able, with 1 allowed casualty remaining, we can get you over here, Godmother, to do a nice little flank shot on the purifier. Or why don't we subdue? Isn't that sound even better? Get our chance at more intel, maybe. Of course, you had the trank rounds, didn't you? Didn't matter either way. We only have a 40% chance for extra intel on this one. Whew. So it's kind of a mixed bag on how they go after the civilians. It's definitely not like a terror mission where they just zero in totally on the civilians. So we have a little bit of a chance, at least, to save them. For once we had a mission where we were unharmed. Unfortunately, we can't say the same for those 2 civilians. But we'll take this as a successful mission, lowering the panic in the downtown area. There we go. And we earned the intel, only a 40% chance, but we were hitting on some low percent shots too. But somehow we were hitting and connected, and we also got a low percent intel gathering perk. So cool. From the archives, from a local's guide to City 31. The one thing that hasn't changed about downtown is the traffic. We need to run at least 3 elevated highways through the starport, which won't happen for reasons of global security. 20 minutes to drive 6 blocks? City of the future, my ass. I guess some things never change. So, anarchy and unrest.
Radio station claimed, without evidence, that the fade was manufactured in City 31. The assertion that NextGen created the disease was convincing to some residents.
Everything they say makes sense. With the gene therapy clinics shut down, we're as good as dead.
NextGen issued a firm denial and urged those affected to see a medical professional.
Sudden weight loss, thirst, loss of appetite? The sooner you seek treatment, the better.
Celio Dash reporting for Channel 37.
Boy, oh boy. Well, it's Friday. It's a payday. What do you know? So we got our extra Illyrium, extra intel, extra credits. So it's not enough intel for us to make use of yet. But we'll get there. 60 credits. I probably don't think we have anything we need to buy for that little amount. So unrest in Riverside is lowered to 3. That's pretty amazing. And unrest in downtown has... we lowered Riverside to 3 from our field team. And we locked the unrest in Angler's Point. We did that last episode. And then the unrest in downtown has lowered. So we've gotten rid of the red zones. We've helped City Anarchy not to increase. Let's find out what else is out there as far as our options. We'll just take a quick peek in supply just in case 60 does not really get me anything I really need at this point. Yeah, we'll just hang on as we are and hold on to that cash for future purchases. Let's get out and take a look at the city's map and see what other missions are ahead of us. So the 3 more days, and I don't know how long that stays frozen, but so far it's still frozen, so that's a good place to use it as long as it lasts these cooldown times. We'll see if it starts advancing, but at least it slows it down for 1 day. Now we got a choice of 2 missions over here, flow control or essential personnel. Let's take a look. We got, looks like, what, Illyrium potential here and some kind of goody over here on essential personnel. So let's take a look. We get Illyrium, unrest, and switchyard. Hostiles threatened a local hydro technician. CityWorks has no idea why, but requested we get their employee to safety. Androids present. And on essential personnel, we got another very difficult. I think just everything's very difficult these days. We gain a laser sight from it though, and reduces unrest in Renova. They're both Renova Heights and the other district are both at 3, so that part really is no difference between the two. I think we're going to end up doing this one just to get the laser sight. Unknown hostiles grabbed a hostage and fled to this district. XCom HQ flagged the hostage as vital to City 31's rebuilding effort. So it looks like we will stick with this team one more time. It's kind of worked out for us a bit, and I guess we're getting used to working together because we finally didn't take any injuries on this one. So this is ZigZagZog signing off from Southwest PA. Remember, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes, and I really do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good one.